Welcome back to year 7 of the People of the Lantern campaign. I noticed whilst editing year 6 that obviously my camera on here, which is on this screen, covers up some of the things and the actual settlement event sheet. That's fine, I'm explaining what I'm looking at anyway. So I've moved up to the top there. We are on to year 7. So I'm recording on the same day that I've done year 6, so I'm still somewhat aware of what I have. It's just slightly later in the evening. So let's see what we can do here then. So let's shuffle up the settlement event and let's get this started. Stranger in the Dark. Roll a d10. Oh. Having a whole black top doesn't seem reassuring. It's a 9. The stranger is desperately clutching a founding stone, naked and covered in blood, gain 1 population and 1 founding stone gear. It's a fucking great start, boys. It's a fucking great start. Is it any new survivor that comes in with this as well? It's under Graves, right? All new survivors gain +1. Oh, it's a new survivor, so they gain an understanding. I'm going to call them alone. Cool. We have got... Great start, and let's get a founding gear. A founding stone as well as starting gear. That is phenomenal. Cool, love that. That's it. That's up for that event. Right, so we've got 5 endeavor, and we have here that I want to hunt the white lion, create some white lion armor, and I want to fuck. So, what white lion armor do we need left? We've got the coat and the helmet, because if you ever look here, I'll show you actually. So these are like the full armor sets you can get, and this will be, you can see if we have the headpiece, the braces, the chest piece, the skirt, and the boots, we'll get the complete set. And if we get that complete set, we have +1 to all hit locations, and your weapons are your claws, gain +1 speed and +2 strength when attacking with daggers or katanas. So you can see how strong that is, why I'd like the full set. So we've got the helm and the coat, and we've got 2 white fur. So with the 2 white fur and with the 2 hide, I think we'll sit there and we'll probably make the skirt. Do any of them give... So the cloak we don't need. Skirt doesn't give anything. The gauntlets, when you pounce, gain +1 accuracy. So alright, so we probably want to do the gauntlets actually. If we do the gauntlets and the boots, I believe it's literally the boots, 1 white fur, 1 hide, gauntlet, 1 white fur, a bone instead. Actually, we'll do a skull. Cool. Right, so we'll make the boots then, which is with the hide, and then we'll make the claws, which is that. So that is very nice. Getting those done. I also just realised, I know I just made this, we actually have an event. Don't worry, I remembered. It's just because I knew what the event was. The skies bubble and murmur as a dark presence tears through the atmosphere like a negative lightning bolt, sucking the air and energy from all who gaze upon it. A light rain begins. The survivors turn their eyes up to see a huge, iridescent feather slowly floating towards the ground. Their lantern lights reflect strange rainbows of the twisting feather. A primal fear takes root in the settlement. You may now hunt the phoenix. Add it to the quarry list on the settlement record sheet. Nominate a single survivor to speak. They gain +1 courage and break the silence. So, we now may hunt the phoenix. I spelled that wrong. I'm going to nominate a survivor. Let's nominate alone, because they've just come about. They're a new one. They'll be the one they've just come out from the dark, you know, come to the settlement, and then suddenly they see this feather. Ugh. They get a 5. Which is here. If the settlement chose survival of the fittest birth, we didn't. The survivor shoos everyone away from the feather, alone in the rain. Hey! They examine it. The nominated survivor gains +1 understanding and the tail feather phoenix resource. So I gain 1 courage and 1 understanding there. So we gain... oh, wrong person. We gain 1 courage and another understanding. And the tail feather resource, which thankfully is going to be within here... tail feather. There we go. So we have got that, which is another hide. Okay. So we've got those armor bits. We haven't got any more white fur. We need 1 more white fur to get a full armor set, and I think that'd be fantastic. We also would like to get the lion claw, but I think we go into the stone circle, right? What was it? What else does Stone Circle give? I think it was stuff that would be useful for. Yeah, it makes the screaming armor, which is quite nice. And blood paint. We're really mainly wanting to go there for the beast knuckles. So it might even be better to go for the leather worker because we have ammonia, we can use that to turn our hide into leather, which is just going to be better armor, which would be nice to have. And that's 3 hide and 1 organ. I actually think I'm going to do that. I really don't know like what the curious hand is used for. If the curious hand is used for anything in particular. Because usually when you have things like this, when you have fancy stuff like that, they're usually used for something, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'm going to put that to the side. I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to use a normal hide, I think. And we're going to use those 3, and then we're going to use 1 organ, and that is going to be the. We're going to use that to create and an endeavor. Create the leather work. Because that is just going to be nice for us in the future now to be able to, as you can see, make some leather armor and shields as well. Shields are very, very useful. They give like 1 hit to all locations. It's just going to be nice to have that. I think, and you can see there as well, leather making. Spend any number of hide to add an equal number of leather strange resources. Oh, we actually need scrap as well for that. So we actually, I mean, this is a hide and this is a hide. We could turn them both into leather. Turn them both into leather. Or turn one into leather, then we've got a leather hide and a bone. We can actually make a shield. I think that might be worthwhile. I think that is worthwhile, you know. Actually, we might use the tail feather for it instead. So what we'll do... Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend an endeavor. We're going to turn both of these into leather because they class as hide. You can see underneath the question mark. So now we've got 2 leather. I'm going to use one of that leather, one of them the hide, and then the final bone we have to create the shield. I do think that is going to be very useful. And then what we'll try and do is try and make our way into making some leather armor later on. Let me just switch this one out for an actual leather resource, which I believe is under strange resources. There we go. So we'll put the leather there, so we actually have leather. And we actually, because we have 1 leather spare and a scrap, we can, if we wanted to, make. I think I might do that as well. The leather mask, just a leather and 1 scrap, because there's some events that can come by that basically can make you lose items, and I feel like whilst we have the scrap, it's probably worthwhile doing that. Okay, so all we have left is the eye of the cat and a monster organ. So we're gonna fuck naturally, which might make us lose some resources here. We haven't come back with matchmaker, so there's gonna be nothing we'll be able to do. So we're looking for 8 pluses here to hopefully get. That's a 2, which I don't think is very good. I think that one's losing a resource, if I remember. Lose 1 resource, and if you do, you gain 1 understanding. If you do, we don't have to lose a resource, actually. So this was going to be nitro, that was going to be back in here. I don't want to lose any resource, so I'm not going to gain an understanding. We're just going to go again. Hopefully we can try and get at least 1 birth out of this. Oh, perfect. There you go. All right. So we're going to have nitro go mate with Alexis here. We're going to hope for something decent. We got a 6 and a 7. 7 goes up to here. It's +1 population. We don't have bed. They also gain, both Alexis and Thingy gain the maximum amount that they can get, because we're meant to obviously go up to 2. I realise obviously I named them, so they should go up 1. That is nice though. We've got 1 more endeavour. Let's see if we can get 1 more out of this. Nope. No, we cannot. What is a 4? Gain 1 survival. And they can't gain any more survival. That's fine. Still having the one is fine. We actually got 2 survivors on that settlement phase, which is good for me. I think we are going to bring out Alone. We're going to bring Alone out. And Alone is going to be wearing this lion armor. I'm just going to sort of drag it over to here for now. Then we've got this leather shield to work with and this leather cap, which I'm not entirely sure who we want to give all this to. So we want to see, obviously we can't have the 2 helmets there. I recognize that. But we can try and see if we can connect, if we can connect 2 reds to this, we'll be able to get +1 movement, which would be very nice. But I don't think we have anything that has a red up to the top, so that is actually going to be impossible to do for now. But what's not impossible is connecting those 2 up, and then we just need a blue to connect to here, which unfortunately is the raw headband's the only thing that sort of has a blue coming downwards right now, isn't it? We have nothing else, so we can't even connect that. We need to get some colouring in for sure. But I think that's the best we're gonna have for that so far. The leather mask gonna have to go to someone else. When you depart, you just gain 2 insanity. I think it'd be best to... Oh, it's the evasion though. We don't want to get rid of the evasion. The leather mask is realistically probably going to go for this person here then. Which, if we're getting rid of the evasion, do we give them the shield? Maybe, do you know what? Maybe we don't even need to give someone the leather mask, actually. We don't need to. I think the evasion's good. It's good just to have it there. But the shield... I don't think the shield goes... Oh... Yeah, who's the shield go to? It will not go to... I realise they don't have cloth armor on. Do we have a spare cloth? We don't even have a spare cloth. Oh, because they walked off, didn't they? Yeah, they don't have a spare cloth armor. They've got nothing on the waist. But the shield doesn't go to them. So it won't go to Alone. Who's lowest here? Both of you are pretty level pegging, but you're a ranged person, so we'll give the shield to you. In which we can connect the greens up, but I don't think... We need 3 green connections for that to be useful. But I think that is good then. Is everything there? So we will hunt the lion yet again, because we're after... We want to get this white lion set, I think, and then we'll be hunting the screaming antelope, hopefully, if this goes well. So you're not going to gain the bonus movement, because if we have another red underneath, then you'd gain the bonus movement. But we've got this pounce thing that works together, which is very nice. Now, departing survivors obviously get 2 survival, so that's going to go up. Also get bonus survival there, but 2's our limit that we can have right now. And the rest of them are on arrival. Cool, I think that is it then. You don't get any bonus evasion, which does suck. But maybe it's actually better than for the shield then to go... Nah, because you've got so much armor. You should be alright. Okay. I think we're good. So this is on perfect hits. And the giant stone face pillar, yes. Hopefully we're going to get you a bow so you can actually start doing something. Okay. Let's set up the hunt then yet again. So we'll clear the hunt from there. We'll go to the white lion, level 1. Boom. And roll 4 in order yet again. And it is going to be... Wow, terrible rolls. I hope that's not a sign of things to come. It's going to be David that goes first. It's the Sea of Grass. It's the one where we gain +1. We've been getting a lot of repeats on these hunts. I swear there is more. So we get to gain 1 courage, and then the ambush will happen. Again, I always think this is kind of good. Basically on a 1 to a 3, obviously we get ambushed. On a 4 to a 7, we just need to roll on the hunt event table once as opposed to twice. On an 8 to a 10, we get to choose to move it backwards or forward. So we're going to have everyone gain a courage. Each survivor gains 1 courage. So we go yoink, 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 yoink. And now we're going to roll and we'll see what we end up getting here. It's a 4, so we're going to roll on the hunt event table. Saves us doing it twice. So we got courage and we still roll it once. So that is a 47. Wow, we're actually using the book again. Banquet trees. A small copse of trees rises over an otherwise lifeless plain. Enticing red fruit hangs from the branches. Each survivor may spend one survival to resist the temptation to consume the fruit. Insane survivors and survivors with binge eating disorder must consume. If any survivor has a sickle, they carve a line across the tree, drawing blood. The fruit instantly sours in this event. All survivors who consume the fruit must roll a d10. Now, I have a survival for everyone to use, which I'm going to use. But if we get a 1 to a 5, we suffer 2 event damage to one location. Oh wow, the addictive fruit. Lose 1 survival and roll again on this table. If you had no survival left, suffer 2 event damage. Oh, so you can end up losing all your thing. But we're just going to spend 1 survival each. No one is going to go to eat that fruit. And then that would be it. We continue. Look at that picture underneath. I assume that's going to be for something else. Okay, next along. The line sculpture. A crudely arranged effigy stands before the survivors, decorated with small metal trinkets, human fingers, and stuffed with dried tall grass. Their quarry sculpture confounds the survivors. The survivors gaze at the arrangement, attempting to glean the substance of the line's bizarre inhuman intelligence. We gain an understanding. All survivors gain an understanding and an insanity. That's very nice to get. Oh, they've leveled up. Insanity and understanding. Insanity and understanding. And an insanity and understanding. So 2 people leveled up. We've got Colomuth and Alone have both leveled up their understanding. So we'll do Alone first. They have gotten it during the hunt phase. So they've got the Explore. So both of them are going to have the Explore. 8. Gain 1 permanent accuracy. That is always very nice. +1 ac from understanding. 1. And they're going to get the ability of Explore, which so is the other person. So we're just going to copy that, paste it over, not in their weapon sheet. This is when you roll an investigate table, you get to add +2 to the result. That's something that can become useful in certain events in the hunt thing. It's an 8 again. Wow, +1 permanent accuracy. Both of these people get +1 permanent accuracy from that. +1 ac from understanding. 1. Cool, that's quite nice. Okay, and now we roll on the event. That is 57. Gorm's laughter. The rhythmic wail of Gorm's laughter reaches the survivors, filling them with fear. The cackling follows the survivors, tormenting them until they reach their quarry. Place a token on every hunt board space between the survivors and their quarry. When the survivors move into a space with a token, remove it, and all non-death survivors suffer 1 brain damage. Ooh, that's not fair. That's not fair. So it's only between us. It's between us and the quarry, right? Where's Gorm's laughter? Place a token on every hunt board space between the survivors and their quarry. Okay, so we're only going to take 1 brain damage for the next one, which we'll go and do now. So we'll remove that. Everyone takes a brain damage. So it's a good job we all gained insanity from that last one, because it means none of us are actually taking event damage from that, but still bad. And that's just a generic roll, which is going to be 51. Refugees. The survivors encounter a group of fleeing settlers. If the settlement has a symposium and language, which we do, the survivors manage to crudely communicate. The survivors may offer a resource or gear to help the distressed refugees. If they do, archive the offering. The refugees frantically share their mournful tale. While much is lost in translation, they relate the savage invasions of a monster that destroyed their home. The tale prepares the survivors for what lies ahead. At the top of the showdown, reveal the top 5 AI cards of the AI deck and put them back in any order. If any survivor has the leader fighting art, one of the settlers is drawn to their charisma, gain +1 population. So if we give them something, we can look at the top 5 cards of the AI monster deck. Honestly, I'm just not going to. I don't think there's any point, really. I kind of like all the answers. Like, my thing was giving them the Founding Stone. I'd rather not give them anything. I think it's a level 1 line. I think we should be okay. And that's the end of that event. And then we're going on top And we're attacking the line. So, let's go to the showdown. I'm not happy that we're on year 7 and we're still just grinding this lion, but, you know, hopefully we can end up going against the Screaming Antelope soon. So this needs to be at least 5 spaces away from the monster. And we can't climb on top of it, like with the giant stone face, but we can climb over it. The giant stone face is going to be here. And we are going to be having a giant stone face as well here, because that is something that we get with the strategist. So, because these are kind of, I'm going to put the stone wall in the same place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put that in the same place. This has to be set up at least 5 spaces away from the monster. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could put that over there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of like it being like that. Like a stone face toppled next to it. Cool. And then what we're going to do, since they have the starting location, we're going to have David as the ranger set up in their normal place, and everyone else kind of just like that. I think that's fine. We'll start it off like that. Okay. So, also, we all gain, well, not you, sorry. So you gain an insanity and survival, you gain an insanity and survival, and you gain an insanity and survival. I realised I said it the other way around when I was giving it to them, but you get the same, you get the idea. No one else has anything of interest I need to remember. So we'll go into it. So, white lions attack first. Closest knockdown survivor in range. No one's knocked down. Closest survivor in range. We are all... Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're all 6 spaces away. So, I basically get the choice out of that. And which I'd probably have it go with the person with the shield. So I have it go after Walker. He is also in the middle, which would be easier for people to get around to an attack. So we're going to go straight down here. And it's going to be 1 speed and a 2+ to hit us. But for us, that is going to be a 4+ to hit. Doesn't hit. That's fantastic as well, because it's got a grab. So it's missed. And now we go into our attacks. So we're going to first of all have... Actually, we'll wait to see if David climbs up yet or not. We're going to have Walker... I think we're just going to have Walker hit first and then move out the way. So then they can just move to the side. So that is going to be a 6+ that we're looking for here. To hit. We hit once. I was literally just in the same. So long as we don't get a charge, it's okay. But of course, it's a charge. Okay. Toughness of 8. 3 strength. Looking for a 5 to be successful here. It's a 1. So we fail. And that means cancel attacks are now in range, and we're going to suffer grab. Obviously, that's going to push over to and also push to the side. We're going to take 1 damage to our arms. Very unfortunate. One of our weakest spots, and we're already knocked over because grab gives us knockdown. Okay, let's have Alone then come in next. So Alone's just going to come behind, like so, and we'll just use the bone blade, right? It just makes more sense. So I mean, the beast guitars have higher strength. We'll go with the beast guitars with this while we're behind, and when we're not behind, I think we use the bone blade. So we're 6+ to hit. I missed both of them. We would have hit if we'd used the bone blade. So that is a bad start. We'll get Colometh to go through here. They're going to have the bone blade, so this one's going to be a 5+ to hit. That is a double hit. Move these out of the way. One of them's a wound. We're going to get the priority token, and the other one is a basic attack. But we also suffer brain damage. Both of them if we wound. We've got 2 strength now, and 2 from that, 4. So we're looking for 4s to be able to be successful in hitting. That is not a successful hit. And then we go again. We need to remember he's got +1 accuracy as well. 8, that is a successful hit. But that is going to make us suffer 1 brain damage. And we're going to take a basic attack. So we're just going to turn towards us. And you're going to roll these 2. Do we have any evasion? We have 1, so 3+ to hit. Hits us both. That's going to be 1 damage to 2 locations to our head and our arms. Which I'll take that for now. That's fine. And now we've got David. David's just going to use their action to climb up onto here. And then do nothing else. Because they are going to be basically getting themselves... Oh, actually. Oh, no, it's our activation, yeah. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Then we go to the monster's turn. Random threat in field of view. Okay. Everyone's in field of view. But green is not a threat. So we won't roll for them. So that's a 6, a 4, and a 3. It's going to be Colometh. And on a 4+... on a 4+, the target suffers 1 brain damage and is knocked down. We rolled a 1. Fantastic. Okay. So now it goes to our turn. Walker stands back up. I kind of need these people to move out the way. It's kind of a really awkward angle. So we're going to have a lone move for... No, actually. We'll do Colometh first. So Colometh is just going to move 1, 2 and do an attack on the side, I think. That's a 6+ for us to hit. Which we don't hit either of them. That's fine. Then we're going to have a lone. A lone's just going to hit right in front. With the bone, 6+. It just doesn't hit. And then a lone's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the tall grass. Same thing with Walker. They are going to just hit right here. So 6+ is to hit. Oh, sorry. We will keep that roll. Remember that roll. We have +1 accuracy. So we actually got a 5. So before we move, we actually do get a hit off because of the +1 accuracy. Just saw it on the edge of my screen. So let's see if we manage to get this. So we've only got 2 strengths. We're looking for 6s here to be able to hit, but there you go. Yeah, it's a wound. Cool. Lovely. And now we'll do the 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll move to where we wanted to go to. All right, so we rolled a perfect hit and a 1, so we get 1 hit location. And now we get to roll again, which we are looking for 5s to be able to be successful here. That is a hit. All right, cool. Love that. Now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to move all the way up here. We're trying to move, want to try and move the line further up. And now we've got David. He's the last one that can attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 in range, because remember the giant stone face gives us the +2 range and +2 to the accuracy. So we're looking for a 5+ to hit. Dead on a 5. If we wound it, it's just bonuses. We don't have free understanding, so we're not going to benefit from it. We've got 3 strength, so again we're looking for a 5. That's a 9. If only we had a luck. But that is a damage. Cool. Very nice. Lion's turn. Last survivor to wound in range. So it will be... oh, David is technically out of range. Because if we're now going to go that the range is where... I'm pointing at the screen as if you can see. But if we're now going to go where the range is where that black thing is, because that's supposedly what people said, then that means green is the one that's in range. Walker would be the last one that injured. So I'm going to go up to Walker. That is going to be 2 speed. But Walker has 2 evade, so we're looking for a 4+ here to hit, but it's going to be 2 damage per hit location. Hits once. Very nice. We're taking this one. Didn't mean to roll the other one. In our waist. Boop, boop. That's fine. The white line isolates prey. Full move the white line away from all threats. Target suffers grab. That one's not so good. A full move away, I think, would be up here as well. So we need to roll where we're going to take 1 damage. And that's going to be... I was literally thinking, so long as it's not our waist. Of course it's our waist. But that is it. So, you're out of range. You're out of range. So, we're going to have David move 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is in range. And we're going to have David throw a hit off then. Oh, actually, beforehand, we're going to have David encourage to stand Walker up. And then we're going to have him throw. So, 5+ to hit. Misses. Typical. Okay, now Walker can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Directly behind. And now we get a bonus to our hit location here. So we're looking for a 5+. Cool, that is 2 hits. Oh, damn, an impervious and a trap. Damn, what an unlucky combo there. So he's going to turn around and we're going to be doomed. So we can't dodge this. we are just going to be taking a hit. 4 pluses, 6 pluses to hit. Hits us once. And that's going to be to our arms. Okay. Alone is still out of range. And so, so we're going to have column F go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Sorry. So then they're actually in the tall grass. Makes sense. And we're going to have them look at the top 2 of the AI deck, seeing as they're not doing anything. So that's going to be an Intimidate, a random threat in field of view. So it's going to be a brain damage. Everyone can still take a brain damage, but it means only 3 people are going to get a hit off. I think it's better. It's better than that one. It's better than that one. Okay, so we'll leave that one on top. And since we know what that's going to be, we're then going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to have them get up in position to get ready to jump up onto it. Okay, so we draw that random threat that is going to be in range. Literally everyone is a threat, but in range, it's blue, green, and red. They're the only ones that are. Oh no, in field of view. Sorry, it's everyone. So everyone's rolling. What do we have? We got 2, 9, 7, 4. It's going to be red is going to get hit with this, which is really unfortunate because they are the one that was going to get another hit off on a 4+. They suffer brain damage and get knocked down. Yes, they take the brain damage and they get knocked down. But with that, it's not too bad. I'm going to spend this 5 on encourage to get Alone up because it's our turn now, and then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get behind the monster, and we'll get an attack off. So 5 pluses. As a critical hit. So hopefully we get a critical again. So we're looking for a 5+ again. Unfortunate. We miss. So we have Alone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we made them stand up. And Alone is going to use the Lion Beast Guitars here. So it's 6 pluses to hit. Oh, actually, 5 pluses to hit. Doesn't matter. A 1 and a 3. Terrible rolls. Okay, David. 5+ to hit. Come on. Okay. Okay, we're going to make them use their Rawhide Head ability then to, honestly, put that one at the bottom because that's going to be, it's going to be 3 damage and put that one there. And then we're going to have Colin go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to just try and bring him close. Okay, next turn. Closer threat facing in range is going to be Colin. Unfortunately, I kind of chucked him in the deep end then. So it's a 2+ here to hit. Colin has 1 evade, 3+ to hit. Only hits us the once, which is very nice. 1 damage to our body. That's fine. We tank that. Ooh, it bounces off. Cut into the chest, but we're good. Okay. So we're going to have Colin go first, then I think, to move them out of the way. 1, 2, and then hit them from the side. We don't want them to get charged. And we're going to be using this again. So it's a 6+. Or 5+ actually, because of our accuracy of 1. That's a double hit. There you go, and that's exactly why. On a fail, they're going to run away. And that one on a fail, they're going to do a basic attack. I'd kind of prefer them to run away, because if they do a basic attack, it means they're going to face us. So there's a chance they'll hit us with a basic attack and then grab us all the way. So we're going to keep it like that, and just hope we don't fail. We've got 2 strength, 4 strength. We're looking for 4s to hit. That's an 8, so that is a successful hit on the first one. They're not going to run away. And on the second one, that is a fail, so they are going to perform a basic attack against us. Oh, and it's got 2 extra damage as well on this basic attack, which is not good. So 3 pluses to hit. Hits on both of them as well. 3 damage on to the head and the arms. Oh shit. So we'll dodge the one on the head. But the arms takes it, and we are going to be taking a critical roll on the table here, unfortunately. That is rough. 6. Contracture. The arm will never be the same, so for -1 permanent accuracy, this injury is permanent and can only be recorded multiple times. Gain 1 bleeding token. So we've got a contracture. Okay, so that plus 1 we got. -1 ac. Oh. -1 ac from contracture. Go. Back to normal then. Okay, and unfortunately he's ended his turn in front. We're going to go 1-2 with Alone, and Alone's going to do a hit with the guitars, please, on as one hit, one successful hit. And if we fail, they're going to perform a basic action against us. We've got 3 strength, looking for a 5. I mean, we got the 5. I mean, I would have liked higher, but you know, the 5 is still good. Shuffle that deck, take that health along. Then Walker, 1-2. Same thing. 5 pluses to hit. Wow, double 1s. The snake eyes, but double skulls. Terrible roll. Okay, and then David, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can do a hit, so 5 plus to hit. It's an 8. Cool. The reflex is going to be a charge. Not so cool. Another 5 plus to hit. Please. I literally just saw it spin on a 4. It just spin on a 4. Shit. So that's going to take all the way over there. They're going to suffer grab, and that's going to be 1 damage to our arms. Oh shit! The one place we just didn't want it. Oh, why are we repeating that? It's a second to the arms, which is a 7. Broken arm. An ear-shattering crunch. Suffer -1 permanent accuracy and -1 permanent strength. This injury is permanent and can be recorded twice. Gain 1 bleed token. God, that is rough. I actually have a contracture which we're going to put down, and then we've just got the broken arm as well, so I'll put the contracture down for ability and impairment, and then there, so we could get another bleed token, -1 strength and -1 accuracy. God damn. Rough. See, that's an exclamation point said. God, yeah, Column had decent stats, and now the stats are kind of being reverted by these permanent injuries. Because now it's the monster's turn. They're going to the closest knockdown survivor. And it is going to be 1 speed at a 2 plus to hit, 3 plus to hit because we got the thing. It hits, and they're going to suffer grab. So not only are they going to take 1 damage to their body, but they're going to suffer grab, and they're going to get taken farthest away, which I believe would be over here. That is furthest away from everyone. It's the most inconvenient, and it's another hit to the body. Okay, thankfully, because those knockdown effects sort of stacked, or they don't stack, it does mean now it comes to our turn that they can stand up. And we can go again. Alright. I don't know, I think I could have dodged, actually, for one of the other ones. Alright, Colomuth, what are you going to do? I suppose just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll go behind and I'll go for a hit. Not 5 plus. It's crazy. It's crazy. We'll have Walker then, just dead sprint to here. And then we'll have... we'll look at the next top 2 as well. Last survivor to wound in range. I have no idea. The last person was to be the closest threat in field of view, and that's a 2-2. We're going to have to do the random threat. I think that's just going to be the least damaging. Alone, it's going to run up to here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You ain't getting in range. So we'll go monster's turn again. So, random threat in field of view. Random threat in field of view, so it's everyone. That is a 9, 5, 10, 7. Is going to be green. So on a 4 plus, they get knocked over and suffer a brain damage, I believe. Suffer 1 brain damage and it's knocked down. Yeah, so that's fine. Probably one of the best people that we probably could have had that happen to. Cool. With that, they weren't in range to... Oh, they were in range to hit, actually. Okay, I'm going to start with... David, and we're going to encourage Walker up, and then we're going to look at the next 2 cards as our move, because I don't think we're going to have time to be able to shoot. Size up. Is that size up's in there twice? So we'll do size up. Have that at the top. Right. We're now going to have Colomuth hit first, and then he's going to back away because they are pretty damaged, and I don't want them to die. So 5 pluses to hit as a double hit. One of them's going to make him sprint away, and the other one's going to make him jump one further away. So he's really going into this corner. So let's see. We've now only got 3 strength, so it's 5s to hit. Oh, actually, we had -1 accuracy, but we're still successful because it was an 8 and a 7, so we're still successful with it because it would have been a 7 for that to hit. That's a 9. That is a hit. There's no fail there. And we roll again. That's a 4. What did we have? 2, 3. Oh, we're 1 away. That is a fail. So the lion's just going to charge over there. But that allows us to go 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. We're going to have Walker go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've got 6 movement, and they're going to use their shield, which is going to ignore +1 hit. On the next hit, and Alone is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I would want to put them there, but we're going to keep them one further back, so then they don't get targeted. And that'll be the end of that turn. Go back to the monster's turn. Last survivor to wound in range. Literally no one. Closest threat in field of view is going to be Walker. So they're going to come and attack Walker. So that is going to be a 4+ for us because we've got 2 evade. This is going to be 2 damage per location. But remember, we get to block one of these with the shield. Both of them miss. That is a double 1. They miss both. That's fantastic. Alright, it comes to Argo. This pounce one, it's spend to move 3 spaces in a straight line. Then if you move 3 spaces, activate the melee weapon with the strength. So they can't activate it there because it's only 1. Wait, actually. To move 3 spaces in a straight line, then if you move 3 spaces, you activate the melee weapon with +1 strength. This one, when you pounce, gain +1 accuracy for the next turn. Okay. We're going to have Walker go first. Just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go behind. And we're looking for a 5+ to hit. 2 hits, one of them being a perfect hit. No perfect hit for this character, I don't believe. Failure, that's going to make him run away. And that one's going to make him priority. So we're going to do it in this order. So we're looking for 5s to hit. It's a 50-50. That misses. And now, let's not fuck this one up. Thank God. The one that counted, we actually got the damage on. Okay, now we'll have Alone then go 1, 2, 3, 4. Should have had Thingy go to there, but that's fine. And Alone's going to attack with the Bone Blade instead. So it's a 5+ hit, we've got 1 accuracy. It's 2 hits. One of them's impervious, so no wounds to that location, and the other one is a potential instant jib. So we'll roll for this one because it's the impervious one. Only a 10 will do anything. Ah, it's a shame. If we were attacking with the Lion Claws, it would have counted, but we're doing the bone. So nothing. And now we're going again for this one, which is going to be a 6 to wound. Calling them out. Call them as they come. Perfect. 2 HP left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still quite far away. So we're going to have Colomuth go in here. And he's going to do an attack. No, Colomuth done the attack, didn't he? Yeah, Colomuth done the attack. Yeah, sorry. I remembered. Don't worry. Don't stop panicking. I understand. You're like, no, he's doing a double move. I caught it. We're okay. So that's the end of our turn. Go next turn. The Lion is the only card left. Is the Intimidate. Is a random threat in field of view. We are all in field of view. So who's it targeting? We got 3, 9, 7. It is Walker yet again. On a 4+, they're going to get knocked down and suffer a brain damage. And that they do. Boom. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think the shield really amounts to block any of that. So, what are we going to do now? Well, first of all, we're going to play... I think... Yeah, we're going to play as Alone, and we're going to encourage to get Walker up, and then we're going to attack with Alone with the bones. So we're looking for 5+, because we've got 1 accuracy. There's 1 success. And on a failure, it's going to fucking dead sprint away. So we're looking for 6+ to hit. And we failed. And on a fail, that means it is going to go yoink over to here, which is Not actually a terrible thing. Okay, we're going to have Walker go next then. And literally has just enough movement to be able to catch all the way up to behind. 5 pluses again to hit. 2 hits. And we got the trap. I was worried about the trap. So it's going to turn around and we're going to suffer the doomed. That's going to be a basic attack. On a 4+, it hits us. Hits us on both of them. We can't dodge any of it. And that is 1 damage to our legs and 1 damage to our arms, which is going to give us a heavy wound, which is going to knock us over. We'll shuffle that up. Okay, so Colomuth can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can get behind. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see about them. 5+ to hit. Wasn't even a 5+ to hit, actually. It's a 6+ to hit still because we've got -1 accuracy. It doesn't do anything. Fucked it. It's up to David, still 2 damage, which is impossible with their boned up, but we'll have them throw. 5+ to hit. That is a hit, thank God. On a fail, the monster's going to jump back, which will in turn knock over Colomuth. Oh no, it's away from the attacker, so we'll actually jump over here. But we're looking for 5+. 6, it is a wound. We wound it. That goes into that stack. The basic attack is the only one that is left. So, goes to the next turn. It's going to perform a basic attack, which is the closest survivor in field of view, in range, which is going to be between... it's just closest survivor, not closest threat either, so it's going to be between green and white, because they're both closest, and it is going to be white. So it's going to turn around. Unfortunate. 3+ to hit. Hits both. 1 damage to... Wow. We're going to dodge one of the arms, then we're going to have to roll the other arm. That is so unfortunate to get double arms. I can't believe it's our only wound spot we didn't want anything to get hit on. 5. Ruptured muscle. A painful rip. The arm hangs limp. You can no longer activate fighting arts. This injury is permanent and can only be recorded once. Gain a bleed token. We are 1 bleed token away from dying. Oh my god. With my misspelling constantly, you'd be amazed that I wrote a book. And we can no longer do fighting arts, and that's going to be another bleed token. Oh, sorry, we're 2 away from dying of bleed. Okay. This guy, look at all these arm injuries. All just the same fucking arm injuries. This he's just going around. With one arm's taking a beating. Okay, so it's the end of the turn, so everyone stands up. We're gonna have Colomuth go first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just so then they're not gonna get charged and potentially die. It is a 6 for us still to hit. Because of our -1 strength, that's a critical hit. Well, not a critical hit. Well, yeah, perfect hit, sorry. Now we roll again. 3, so we're looking for 5s to injure it. That's a 3, so that doesn't happen. We're going to have Walker go for the hit now. We need people to injure... Oh, they're not going to get their 100 XP. Because you need them to injure with the weapon to get proficient in it. I think they've injured with the bone blades. They've injured with the bone darts. They've injured with the axe. I don't think we've actually injured with the guitars yet. But it doesn't matter. We're going to go Walker. That is a 6, which is going to be 1 hit. And on a fail, they're going to move forward. Let's hope that we kill it. 5 pluses. That's a perfect hit, which on a perfect hit, you actually do an additional damage. So it would have been 2 damage. But there you go. Dead. Dead, dead, dead. So, everyone gets +1 hunt XP and 1 weapon proficiency. But, you know, because they didn't use a bow, they get no proficiency. They did use the sword, so they get +1 extra on their proficiency. They are almost up there, and they don't get any proficiency, they don't have it. But we did reach level 2 for Walker, so... Or the first level for Walker, I should say. What do we want? We'll have a proficient in the axe, won't we? So we'll choose their proficiency, axe, which means they do get their weapon proficiency in it. And then we'll roll these doubles. We got a 4 and a 3, so we got 7, which is 1 random fighting art. I chuckled there because I thought it was for the person that can't use fighting arts, but it's fine. It's for someone who can use fighting arts. Rhythm Chaser. On arrival, gain +1 evasion token. If you are knocked down, when you are knocked down, if you don't have an instrument in your gear grid, remove all your +1 evasion tokens. So Roving Jancer cannot be used if there is any heavy gear in your grid. Just useful to know. I don't think we don't have any heavy gear in our grid. So we can use Rhythm Trace. So it means we're just going to get extra evasion. We're going to have 3 evasion going into a fight now. And when it says remove your evasion tokens as well, so when I get knocked down, it won't remove these permanent ones, but it will remove any temporary ones that we have built up. But that's not too bad. Right, and now let's have a look then at what we get gear-wise. So we're going to shuffle, reset that shuffle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Loads of cat bones, and that's the sinew that we needed. Perfect. We've also got a love juice potion, and we got one more bit of white fur. I believe we now have enough to be able to make the armor that we were after, class as an organ, and also be able to make the bow, which is fantastic for that. We also got everyone returning, so it's just going to be 4 that we have for that. Yeah, that is really good. Just setting everything back so we can have a go. So the bow. Oh no, the bow's in the weapon crafter, isn't it? No, it's there. There it is. So you see the cat gut bow? That is what we're going to be making. So it's just a bone and a sinew. It does have cumbersome, which means you can't move with it, but it's just better than the bone darts, and it would be nice just to have someone with a ranged attack. And then with that last hide, we can make, I believe, the skirt. So we'll have a full white lion armor for the other person for the next one as well. And then we've also got a love juice potion. So it's very good for us. So let's write down then what we actually want for the next time. I honestly don't know what to hunt for this one, because we're going to have we've made the full lion armor and everything. So I think it's going to, we're going to make bow 100%. Mate again. Make full white lion garb. I think, honestly, we do the white lion one more time before the screaming antelope, but we'll see. The screaming antelope, I think, can be quite tough. It can break my bone weapons. That's the issue that I have with it. So I do think we'll hunt the white lion again, and hopefully that will be for the last time, because that can still give us more hides to potentially get more leather, and then to make another shield. I think if we get another shield for people, it would be good. Because the bow's going to be nice. The bow's going to be nice against the screaming antelope, but you know the bone blade's got frail on it. The bone axe has frail on it. We literally, the only thing that doesn't, like, we have the lion beast guitar, which doesn't. So it'll be that and the bow, which would be the only 2 things that can't break, and the shield. But I mean, the shield's 8+ to be able to hit it, so it's not likely to do anything. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. So that is year 7 completed. As you can see, we'll be going into year 8. There's nothing happening in year 8. But in year 9, we've got another Nemesis encounter, and that one is will kill us. That will be 4 deaths, I'm more than certain. So hopefully we can maybe, as I say, if we can kill the white lion, maybe just get another hide to be able to then make another. We'll basically be after, I think, another 2, so we can have 2 guitars, so then they can pair up. So they'll have full white lion set and 2 guitars. That will be really good. That will make them quite strong. And then we're also going to have, hopefully, another shield, so we can give someone another shield. So it's like, we're probably still going to die, but at least people have like a higher armor set. It will be decent enough, hopefully. But we'll leave it there. I think we'll also probably try and see. I know we won't be able to innovate. But yeah, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching year 7 of the People Lantern campaign, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.